Okay. Let me turn that shit off. So, I have an old video that I made called I think it's called best SCX 24 mods with only a Dremel tool or some shit. Where I'm talking about cutting out the tray and shit. So that was like an early thing when I first got this, right? So I've had this, okay. I've had this one for quite some time, a few years now. After about a year of having this deadbolt, the motor went out in it, right? That's the only thing that has broke that I've had to replace parts wise on both of these, right? I had this one for like a year, and then I got this one. So now I've had them, this about a year, and this one about 2 years. So the only thing I've had to replace is a motor on this one. I'm uploading a video right now of them running the track that's behind them now. But anyways, I just wanted to show everybody what they look like underneath. So first off, knowing what I know now, this is going to be a very short video. Best mods, those servos. See that Emax servo? And it's in there too, that Emax servo. So here is a stock servo, AS1, with the horn on it. Here's the Emax servo as a comparison, right? So this is an analog one. If you're looking for these Emax servos, it's a ES08MA2 analog servo. You can get them in digital as well. This is the stock servo. This weighs about 6 grams with the horn. This weighs about 12 grams as is, right? With the wires on them and shit. This has a long ass wire on it. This one has a short wire. But anyways, so putting the heavier servo in puts weight on your front axle, right? So that's an excellent thing to do. That was done on both of these. Also, before we go, look at the front bumpers removed. You see the screw holes here and here. Remove those screws. Pull those bumpers out. Pull those bumpers out. That's why I put the lights up in there. But anyways, then if you look closer, the next thing you'll see is that normal where the receiver tray, where the receiver was, the batteries are. And where the batteries were, the receiver is. And now also on this one, I have like 3/4 of an ounce of lead glued to the back of it. I'm kind of on the fence about the weight added to the back of it now. But it does help going down. But going up an incline, as you will see, it's much harder. But the way the body clearance is on this and things, if the front end, it's very hard to get the front end up. You have to come at an angle and things. And then it's most likely going to clear it if you can get up on it, if it doesn't bottom out, whatever. The deadbolt, anything you get up against, the way the body's so blunt, see how this one has like a 1/4 inch overhang, and this one's just like, way less. And this one being so wide and everything, the deadbolt is definitely a far superior. If you were going to try to build a rock crawler specifically, or a mud buggy, this is probably the better one to start with. If you like the scale look of like the other ones, if you wanted a Jeep, the Gladiator's a longer wheelbase, I think. The new Jeep or whatever. But now they have the hard bodies, they got like the Ford Broncos and things. So the SCX 24s have come a long way. But those are the mods I've done to these. They're original motors, original tires and wheels, whatever. Take off the front bumpers, reconfigure the insides to distribute the weight of the battery and the stuff that's already in there. Also, actually, your brake setting. If you're running, let me see here. If you're running, see the brake? How it says brake? Right there? And that black thing in there. So both of these, if you're running that, don't have it closest to the top, not the slot down. Basically what that brake setting does is if you run it down or towards the bottom of the receiver, it will make it where you pull the trigger to go forward, then you hit reverse once as a brake, and then hit it again to back up. And anytime you pull forward, you have to hit it twice to go backwards. That isn't the setting you want. You want that brake thing up to the top, that jumper, to make it where your drag brake is enabled, even though you don't need a drag brake with these because they have the worm drive, axles here. Because of the worm drives, they don't really roll. That's why they're not good for small children or whatever. But that's my quick modifications list. Like, I didn't put any heavy brass weight anywhere that was expensive. Like, I literally bought these servos. I think I got a 4-pack for like under $20, Amazon, especially on the analogs. This servo, not just doubling the weight on the front axle, is it great? It's way more speed and torque than these. This did not fail on me. I just got to the point where, and keep in mind, I use the factory links still. I'm still using the factory links. I'm thinking about doing rear steer again. I said I was going to do it, and I didn't do it, but I'm thinking about doing it again. I'll let you know. I'm thinking about building another SCX24, way more modified. Doing a brushless motor, all that stuff, custom metal, everything, all that good stuff. We'll see. But thank you for watching. I hope this helps anybody looking to get an SCX24. Get tools for it. Get the torque bit that fits in the screws of it, as well as a 4mm nut driver to take the wheel lugs off. And that's really all you need to work on these. And maybe a set of tweezers. And maybe like an X-Acto knife and a little bit of sandpaper or something. And some Loctite and some grease or oil or something. And you can keep these working for a long time. I hope this has been helpful. Enjoy your day or whatever. I hope you are crawling some micro crawlers somewhere. Have a good one. Bye-bye.